on the left side of the track. He's lining up for the straightaway where he's about to hit 70, 80 kilometers an hour. Dan running consistently, 22.504 his pace. Dustin about 9 seconds back now. Got some work to do there, Dustin. I didn't say it, he did.
Nice.
145 down, 3:15 to go. Race 50 should be through tech. TC Mod B3 main. We are on track right now for a 3:15-ish finish. That's good news for us that are trying to catch the ferry, and even better news for those of us that just want to go home. Dan on lap 10, Dustin on lap 9, Scott on lap 8. 3 drivers separated by roughly a lap each. Dan making his way around the track. He's going to lap Dustin if he keeps it up.
One of them. Probably, maybe.
2:20 to go.
Two minutes left.
Less than 2 minutes left. Everyone's still spaced out pretty well by a lap out there. Running smooth, not too much noise out there. Once again, big thank you to the IROC team for putting this race together. Lots of hard work putting into a race weekend like this, so we appreciate it. So Scott getting a little bit squirrely now. So your order right now is 3, 2, 1 as they go around the track. Your leader trying to make a pass on Dustin if he gets close enough. Ooh, little spin out there by Scott. Coming up on the 1 minute mark, Dustin still hanging on, trying not to get lapped. Oh, a little tap, it's gonna let the leader by.
1 minute left.
He's gonna try and race him. Less than a minute until race 50, TC Mod B3 main. $13.3 the fast lap for Dan, $13.4 for Dustin, $13.7 for Scott. Glenn Armstrong winning this one, sitting this one out after winning C1 and C2. Chuck showing that he didn't quite start. He did make the initial check, but didn't want to do his first lap. So he's parked at the bus stop there in front of Ed. Final 10 seconds, drivers. Oh, Dustin. Scott is done. There's Dan. And here comes Dustin after testing the durability of his car. Nicely finished. So Dan, Dustin, Scott. That's going to be your final order for this one. Race 50 to the track. Need the quarter marshals from race 49 out there. Sammy, are you racing Mod B3? Or did you close that out already?
2:30 left.
TC Mod B main number 3.
2 minutes left.
So Nick won the first 2 rounds, so he's sitting this one out.
1:30 left.
So let's close the straightaway, get these cars gridded up. We've got some of our marshals. We need a couple more marshals to fill in the blank spots around there. Pole position is Nick. He's sitting this one out, so that spot remains blank. We've got Alex second on the grid. Alex is going to love this because he's got a hole behind him in third for Sammy. And then Tanner is starting in fourth.
1 minute left.
And then Josh in fifth. Then Wei Ma in sixth. John Ha and Brian on the bubble. So, do we have enough marshals?
45
We're
seconds
missing a marshal
left.
down here if anyone can possibly take that position. We want to, okay, we got a volunteer. We want to get the show on the road so we can get people on the ferry. Yep. So,
30
it looks
seconds
like
left.
we are good to go. Marshals on your toes, drivers ready. TC Mod B main number 3 on the tone. Oh, Alex to the early lead park set, giving the race away.
I'm 0.8 of a gram off. So.
Tanner takes over, then John, Brian, Josh, Alex, and Wei rounding out the field. Tanner parks it, letting the field go by so he doesn't take people out, rejoining the back. And I see Josh out of the park. So, couple laps in, John Ha moving way up into first. John has a fourth and the third finish so far. I'm sure he'd like to see first under his belt. 1 minute in, John, Alex, Wei, Tanner, Josh, and
4
Brian
minutes
rounding
left.
out the field. So our leader, John, has a fourth and a third. Alex is running in second. Alex is a second and a throwaway seventh. So Alex is wanting to make his way up through the field. See if he can get a podium here. So 1.5 minutes down, 3.5 to go. John, Wei, Alex, Josh, Brian, and Tanner rounds out the field. Brian trying to hit a home run. So the leaders have all bunched up. John with a mistake on the last lap has let Wei and Alex
3 minutes left.
catch up. 2 minutes down, 3 to go. John, Wei, Alex, and Josh all within 1.5 seconds. Looks like Alex has pulled away from Josh a little bit. Alex weaving his way through to second. John, Alex, Wei, the top 3. Halfway through the race, drivers. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Wei with a mistake gives Alex some breathing room. So John with the lead. Alex right on his tail. Alex with a second and a seventh. Wants that 7th place to be a throwaway. Ooh, spins around. Gives John a bit of breathing room. He's got a lot of work to do catching back up. And Wei is not going to take that spin from Alex for granted. So leader in the all white down the straightaway. Second place in the yellow and white right behind him. Our leader taps. That lets Alex by for the lead. New leader, Alex, followed by John and Wei. So Yellow and white in the lead, followed by all white in second, all white in third, black with racing stripes in fourth. Josh makes it by Way. Three and a half down, 1.5 to go. Leader making his way through the infield, trying to drive over the curbs. Oh, Alex spins again. That lets John by. New leader, John, down the straightaway. Alex right on his tail. All of this is making Josh excited as the leaders swap back and forth. He's just reeling in the deficit. Alex with a horsepower down the straightaway takes back the lead on that lap. 4 down, 1 to go. See if Alex can keep that tail under control on the short chute. He's spun there a couple of times in this race so far. Alex showing his legs down the straightaway. 45 seconds left. Good battle up front for first. Good battle up front for third. And it matters on the podium. Way with a mistake gives Josh some breathing room, but no mistake out of John. So Alex has his rear bumper all full of John's nose. 20 seconds left, drivers. You'll have time for a couple more laps. Ten more seconds. Alex still with the lead. You guys aren't going to make it another lap. This is it. This is a do or die corner here. Time has elapsed. Alex takes the win, followed by John, Josh, Way, and Tanner. Alex gets that 22.505, so Alex has a second and a first. That'll be good for a second on the podium. Up now, race 50, the race we've been waiting for, Touring Car Modified, X-Ray RC America, Touring Car Modified A-Main number 3. So Wayne Ma with 2 P1s is not going to make the start.
All right, just a reminder that we'll do the trophy pictures out in the lobby in front of the big Wix banner right after this heat, immediately following this heat. So if you're in the top 3 of your A main of your class, please bring your car out and we'll do all the photos out there all at once. All right, this is it, the last heat of IROC Speed Weekend Wix. Heat number 51, these are the best of the TC Touring Car drivers out here for the X-Ray RC America TC Mod class. We'll call the straightaway done. Straightaway is closed, bring them around and we'll start to line them up. Wayne Ma, having already taken the top spot of the podium in this, is watching from the sidelines. He doesn't get more racing. And in second place, we've got Corey. Oh, sorry, Blake, our race director extraordinaire just got up, so we will give him allowances for a couple of laps there to warm up, because he puts all of his time and effort into making sure everyone else has a good weekend. So watch coming through, don't get in his way, let him go through. Do you need another one, Blake? Go for it if you do. Yep, all right. So in second place, Corey. Third place, Luke Pittman. In fourth, we've got Blake Bell, John Sang, Ryan Berry. Don't screw it up, Ryan. Corgi Scales, Stewart, Jason Martin, and I say that from the heart, and Melnick in the bottom spot there. All right, everyone's lined up. Do we have marshals? Oh, and you know what? Just while we got everybody, big thanks to Neil at Tech. Thank you so much for spending his whole weekend out here, giving us all great tech. The whole club, everyone else, all the exec, big thanks to everybody. All right, marshals, hands in the air. I need somebody down at this corner, in front of the driver's stand. Thank you very much. Okay, marshals again, just so I can make sure, hands in the air. All right, everybody on their toes. Marshals are ready. On the tone, less than 5. And they're off into the first corner. We've got Corey, followed by Luke and Blake. That is our top three. Oh, got some early carnage in back three. They've dropped down, but the front three runners are tight coming down the straightaway. There's Corey, there's Luke. Oh, lifting an inside wheel already. That allows Blake to catch up a bit. Ryan having a first and second clean lap, amazingly, is right there in fourth place. Oh, crap, announcer's curse. All right, top three have started to break away now. Corey coming through the infield, followed by Luke, followed by Blake. Those two have raced together side by side for the last few years. They know each other inside and out. Hashtag get consent. All right, Corey still trying to drop Luke. Luke trying not to get dropped out on the straight. Blake with that little bit of a tip, drops back a bit. Corey so far the only one of the, Corey and Luke the only guys at the top runners that haven't had an error. Corey just stretching it a bit. Luke throwing down all the horsepower he can to try to keep up, keeping that gap fairly consistent, keeping him in sight. We'll watch the gap exactly here. 4/10 coming across. To my eye, it looks like Luke is closing that just a bit. Definitely does through the chicane there. Blake trying to catch up, but Luke is all over Corey now, coming down the straightaway. Oh, look at he gaps, closes that gap with that horsepower. 5 feet every time down the straight, coming through. He's cleaner through the chicane. Corey touches the board. That allows Luke through. Luke now up into the lead. Corey in second, Blake in third. We've got a battle. Just taking a quick look at the rest of the order. It is Luke, Corey, Blake, Corgi in fourth, Stuart, John, Jason Melnick, Jason Martin, Ryan Berry. That is our race order. Back up to the front
3 minutes left.
as we come out onto the straightaway. Luke pulling a gap now. He's got a 1.2 second gap on Corey, who's falling back into the clutches of Blake Bell. We are coming up on halfway here. 2.5 gone, 2.5 to go. As Luke comes out onto the straightaway, that is your race leader. In second, Corey with the bright neon yellow to blue. Oh, we've got some carnage. Caution in the sweeper. Caution clear. Caution clear. Go, go, go. Luke, Corey, Blake, Corgi, Stuart, John, Jason Melnick, Ryan, Jason Martin. That is our running order. Picking up the action. Luke. Coming into the sweeper in through the infield bus stop. Out onto the back straight. Corey has closed the gap considerably. It's time to make that bid for first place all over again. Ryan sideways. Leaders are coming through, Ryan. Leaders are coming through. Thank you very much. All right, 2 leaders out onto the straight. There's Luke. There's Corey. Blake has dropped back. This is a 2-horse race. Minute 30 left to go. Corey closing the gap. Luke's car definitely was on. It was dialed in the first half of this, but it looks like Corey's is coming in, and he is on the hunt. Onto the back straight. There is nothing between these two guys. Coming out onto the straight, that is the 2 leaders on the straightaway coming through, if you could, when they come up to you. Coming through the bus stop. Rest of the race order, Luke, Corey, Blake, Corgi, John, Stuart, Mason.
1 minute left.
Jason Melnick, Ryan, and Jason Martin. Picking up our leaders on the back straight. 50 seconds left to go. Nobody's made a mistake here in the last final minutes of this race. It is tight. Corey having a look inside, outside. Luke trying to keep it clean. Onto the straight, throwing the power down. Man, Luke just gaps him down the straight. Corey catches it back up into the first sequence of corners. Equal through the bus stop. Coming out onto the straight. Luke throws that power down, and Corey unfortunately hits the board. Goes for a 180. 20 seconds left to go. Luke can keep it clean. He will take this. Corey in second. Blake with 10 seconds left to go. Still in third. Corgi, Stuart, Ryan, John, Jason Melnick, and Jason Martin. That is race time. Keep going across. Luke just touches the board just to get his heart rate a little bump right at the end, but he takes this. A nice win there from Luke. Corey in second. Blake in third. Oh, and an unhappy finish there. Corgi in fourth. John, Stuart Mason, Ryan Berry, Jason Melnick, and Jason Martin. That is it for Wicks Weekend here in Victoria. Big thanks to IROC, big thanks to Neil, big thanks to everybody. Oh, and a reminder from Alex, please go and support him. Settle up your tab so he doesn't have to hunt you down. A big thanks to him for coming out and supporting the race so he's got parts when you need them. Big thanks to our sponsor, Gripworks there. So go over and settle up with Alex. Yep. All right, so podium, as I mentioned 5.5 minutes ago, podium winners. If you're in the top three, if you're A main, come on out to the